What's up, YouTube? Long time no see, right? Well, I'm off grid. Uh, just renovating a cabin right now that was on the property that I bought. And, it's more to come. I'm gonna have a lot more to come. It's just, right now it's just difficult getting things to the internet, I guess. It's kind of hard to worry about things that aren't in my, immediate space right now, because I don't want to say it's a lot on my hands, but I'm really busy, so I'm gonna keep cranking out videos, but it might take a minute to get to the net. But what I really want to talk about is how this has all happened before. Everything. It's all happened before. Like, they got everybody on the grid. They're getting everyone on the grid as we speak. More and more people, and like the population numbers are really a farce. All numbers, I always say numbers always lie, but they're getting more and more people on documented births, calling it a birth when really it's a rearrival, it's an ancestor coming back. But basically what I'm saying is that this has all happened before. And just like in that movie that's coming out, that they're basically saying what I've been saying with the movie with Halle Berry and Tom Hanks. Forget what it's called. But like how everything has just happened before and it keeps repeating. And yeah, things will repeat if you don't solve a problem. Like if you have a problem, or something, you let something go by that that you shouldn't have let go by, until you fix that problem, things are going to continue to repeat every 70 years. Like I said, you meet everyone that you're going to meet in 70 years time. And then basically it's a revolving wheel, and then it's like, it's going to revolve. So basically, like I said, like I've been saying, you can look at yourself as a universe or a world, like a world within a world. And if you look at yourself like that, and you look at other people as astrological bodies as well, because that's what we are stars. So when someone comes into your life and you brush that residue off with each other, the astrological bodies that are you and another person, basically that's like, that's just astrological movement. So when it's a revolution, it comes, a revolution of the people that you're meeting. They come in and out of your life. Even if it's brief, everyone that you're meeting is family. Some will be more distant than others, but everyone's family. And really, like I've been saying, there's not many people, it's just fragmentations of people. So you might run into somebody, like, this is funny, but like, somebody, it's just an easy one to pick out, but like, if you run into a person named Seth, they're a fragment of the original Seth. That's one person, fragmented into however many people there are that are Seth now. That's just one person. They're all fragments of one soul, of one consciousness. They're not an individual. So, that's why you'll see the same, like similar characteristics from Seth to Seth, or from David to David. Things like that. That it's just easy. That's an easy one to basically make note of. So, me, I'm real. I don't have any type of script. I have like some little notes here and there, but I just keep it going. So like I'm saying, it's all happened before, and the people that all come into your life, they're all going to come, and it's a revolution. It might take, you might meet somebody, the people that you met at the end of your life might be the people that you started with in this life, and it's just going to keep revolving until you solve what you haven't solved. And a lot of that, the solving of that can be done through meditation, and it can be done in this dense physical too, but mainly, it's going to come during so-called dreams or meditation. So, like that, but that's the problem now, that people don't want to live. They don't want to live. Everybody's on a suicidal path. Like, people say, well, I don't want to pull the trigger today, so I'll smoke a blunt. Or I don't want to pull the trigger today, so I'll drink today. Or I'll eat more than a fist size at a time. Or whatever, what have you, whatever. Pick your poison, But I'm just saying, like, that's all slow suicide. It's just slowly killing yourself, because you don't want to just pull the trigger right away. Because there's something eating away at you that wants you to do that, so you can kill yourself each day. So you'll be more fragmented, and it'll just chew you up and spit you out. And you'll be more fragmented on the other side of it. And then there's the self, the true you that doesn't want to die, and that loves life, that most people suppress. And for whatever reason, for peer pressure or whatever, people don't want to seem like they love life, no matter how bad it is. I mean, if you go to so-called third world, you know, you see children still enjoying themselves with minimal, you know, supplies or minimal, you know, things, you know, around them, toys and all that. They'll still find a way to enjoy themselves. And that's because, you know, you don't need much, you know. You just, existence is just a beautiful thing. And the self, you don't need anything, really. Like I said, you know, if you really want to get down to it, and you really want to get into breatharianism, you are a creator and you can produce anything that you so-called need, or if you're lacking of, you could do that. But that takes a process, you know. It's a process to get to that point. You know, like there's all different levels to it. You know, you got vegetarian, vegan, cooked foods, raw, vegan, live foods. Then you got people that just do liquids, or then you got watarians. Then you got breatharians, people that just they pull it from the atmosphere, from the universe. They pull it towards them, to their vessel. So, you know, you really don't need anything. And if you want to need something, you know, you will make that so, because you are a creator. But you know, that's why people don't want to. If they really wanted to live, then they would say, you know, because if you ask somebody, well, why don't you want to live to 140? Because if you live to 140, 150, you would see everybody come and go. You would see all the conduits, your mother, your father, all these people. You would see them come and go and re-arrive, and then you would be a reference point for them. If they didn't know who they were, you would be the reference point to say, you know, hey, you know, and you could, you know, jar that information out of them, basically. You know, you could encourage that past life information out of them. You know, you'd be like, hey, don't you remember? Or, you know, just bring it out of them. You can bring it about, help somebody bring it out of themselves once they get exposed to it. But most people aren't encouraged to delve in anything other than this dense reality, because nothing else considered. Everything else isn't real, supposedly. So, you know, you want to, you know, if anybody wanted to live long, or they wanted to live in general, because if you don't want to live as long as possible, you want to die. So if anybody really wanted to live as long as they possibly could, then they would know, then they would see the truth that you're here forever anyway. There's no point in killing yourself, because you're just going to come back more fragmented. It's not going to help you killing yourself. It's going to make things a whole hell of a lot worse to try to get back to be whole one again. And some are more gone than others, but anything is possible. You are the creator. You know, it's up to you. It's your reality. So, you know, you are a star, you know, so you should know your star. Like, for a Cancer like myself, I'm the most, you know, this the most distant and faintest star, you know, constellation in the sky, or sky in the self, actually. But, you know, because what's in is what's out. Outer space is inner space. But the most distant constellation of stars is the Cancer. So I'm physically, in the dense physical, the most distant. I keep that space. Even in a picture, you'll see me distant from the others in the picture. And that's just how things manifest. And that's just how it is. If you know yourself, then, you know, and you know what you are and your stars, and you know that, then you wouldn't have a problem with being what you are and who you are. And most people just don't know themselves. They don't know which thought inside of the vessel is actually them. You know, they don't know that when they think they're creating. So why would you ever think of negative, or not negative things, imbalanced, or, you know, horrible things, you know, because I know people think of horrible things. I've been there eating garbage, and eating death will make you think of awful things. So I know what people have on their mind just from what they eat. So, you know, because garbage in, garbage out. So when you think, you create. And, you know, that, you know, it all starts from a thought. Like, what now I say, like, every skyscraper in New York started off as a thought. Like, yeah, it all started off as a thought. That's what you create. That's the foundation of creation, is the thought. And thought, abstract thought, is different from processing information. Some people are just processing and regurgitating. They're not thinking and creating. It's a difference there. People don't understand that. Some people don't. Some people do. You know, I know a lot of people that might be watching this understand this, and it's just clarifying what they already know. You know, so that's really all I want to say in this video. And you know, I just ask you, you know, if you want to live forever, because, you know, if you did see the progression and you did cleanse yourself, then you would see that these things keep repeating, and it's a revolution. People everybody's revolving around you as an astrological body, and they want to get everyone on the grid right now, and everyone documented on this grid, so they can cut the switch and we go back to the Stone Age. That's what it's about. That's why I got my solar panels. That's why I got. I got a lot. I'm gonna show you guys. So it's gonna be fun, you know. And that's really. I'm gonna have a gang of new videos. So don't worry about it.